Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to the EVES auction room here this afternoon. Of course, those people that are out in reception, a very warm welcome to you as well. If we could just have your undivided attention for those of you out in reception, because I just need to go through some stuff for those of you that are already in the room here now. Thanks very much for just working with us in terms of complying with the social distancing and registration rules. We did get a couple of complaints over the weekend of people complaining about too many people in the auction room, but good to see you all here, and good to see you maintaining that distance for us as well. For those out in reception, if we can just make sure that you're also compliant with the social distancing rules as well. Of course, you will have all registered your interest in the properties and logged in and scanned the QR code or signed the contact tracing register, and of course utilise any of the sanitising facilities on the way out as well. Of course, those of you that are in the room after the property that we've called is finished, if you decide to exit through the back door, we've got sanitising facilities and everything on the way out as well. So now that all the sad stuff's out of the way, my name's Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings here for you today. And of course, these 4 properties we've got for you this afternoon, all the options have been brought forward. They're going to be sold in the next 15 to 20 minutes, but we've brought the options forward to give everybody equal opportunity to purchase the property. We're going to look after all the technology in the auction room, so we're just going to quickly run through the documentation. If you submitted any bids on either of the properties today, you do so on the basis we've provided you with the buyers and sellers guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. Of course, that was in the stand as you walk past the registration area as well. So I'm going to go straight to the contract that we worked through today. It's been circulated in that draft form there. By way of any bidding today, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract that we worked through today, but I am going to just quickly revisit this area here on the front page, which sets out the conduct of the auctions, because there's a couple of variations given the situation that we're in today. Now, the owners, of course, have set a reserve price to today. The reserve price has been set at the level of the pre-auction contract. Once I've been through my bit of a spiel on all about the property and confirmed all the legal aspects of it, I will invite any bids over the level of the pre-auction contract. Robin will put the figure up on the screen there. You'll see it come up where it says opening bid. She will insert the figure of the pre-auction contract in there. It is not a bid at that level. I'll then invite any bids over that level. So everybody will get equal opportunity to purchase the property, and will clearly disclose at that juncture what the level of the pre-auction contract is. Of course, if there's no further bidding, the property will be sold at that pre-auction contract. So there will be no vendor bidding, folks. Clause 2.5 of the contract authorises me as the auctioneer to submit bids on behalf of our sellers. I will not be exercising that right here this afternoon. In the unlikely event of any disputed bidding, I'll simply re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. And when the hammer falls in your favour, congratulations, great stuff. Great time to start the celebrations, but just before you do, we ask that you complete the documentation, sign the contract, and of course part with a little bit of your hard-earned cash. Just 10% of the purchase price is required to be paid this afternoon. You can do that by electronic transfer. That forms the deposit, and of course the balance is then payable on settlement date. Those settlement dates vary. I'll confirm those dates as we work our way through. So I'll be happy to answer any questions at this juncture, and I'll take the opportunity also to welcome any of the viewers watching via the live stream as well. The auctions go out over the World Wide Web, folks, so don't worry about it. For those of you that are in the room, the camera's only on me and the screen, so we're not breaching any privacy situations there. But of course, welcome to our viewers watching via the live stream. Last week we had 526 viewers watching via the live stream, so certainly a very popular method of watching our auctions. No questions? Excellent. All right, we'll press straight into it, folks. In 166B Grace Road, Mary Nicholas over here on the right-hand side on the telephone here has been marketing this property, where you've got pretty much title views with the ever-changing colours and the moves for you to enjoy as well. You see that on the screen there. That's a sample of what you're going to enjoy from this property at 166B Grace Road. Now, the legal aspects of it, it's a freehold estate, 455 square metres of land, more or less. is what's on offer, all described in record of title 193734 at the South Auckland Registry Office. Now there is an additional clause in the contract. I'm not going to go through that in its entirety. It's been there right from the outset of the marketing. Basically what it says is the vendors, having not been in occupation, make no warranties as to the serviceability of the channels, fixtures and fittings. 100 days from today's date is the settlement date. Folks, any changes to that, Mary? No, still set at 100 days from today's date, and of course, very comprehensive channels list you'd expect from a property of this quality as well. Any additions, deletions to that?
No, only the spark ball is excluded, but everybody knows that.
Spark ball is excluded from the sale, so it doesn't stay. Vendors are taking that with them. So a great opportunity for if you're a little bit nomadic and like to travel a lot, although it's not maybe not be overseas, but if you're looking for a lock and leave option, that's something that you can just lock up and head away for a couple of weeks and not have to worry about lawns and gardens and things like that. And this property certainly ticks that box. And it's certainly a property that really ticks the box perfectly for those that have got busy families as well. So certainly suitable for a professional couple or a family that have got the teenagers, with the way it's all designed and laid out and entertaining, and certainly made simple from the and enjoyable from a kitchen like this that forms the hub of the home. You've got that ideal work environment at the property as well. You've got the computer nook upstairs and the media room downstairs for the social interaction, perhaps a big game of footy, that sort of thing, or you could certainly utilise that for work from home facilities. So without further ado, folks, as I said, the auction has been brought forward. The owner is in contract with this property at $1,175,000, having to take anything on top. Your opportunity is here. That's a $5,000 rise. Do I hear 1180? Quickly now. The auction's been brought forward for your benefit, so we're not here to dilly-dally. I'll call you 3 times. If not, the property's sold. Anything over 1175 happy to take a single if it'll help you. First call now. Second time at $1,175,000, looking for anything over that. Third, final call, interrupts, quickly. Being no further bidding, Mary, I now declare the property sold to the pre-auction contract at $1,175,000. Congratulations to those buyers. Of course, congratulations to our sellers as well. Alright, moving straight on, Tauranga Street is the next one. Owen Phelps has been the marketing consultant for this property based out of our Gate Bar office. If you're looking for stress-free living in a solidly built, family-friendly home, then this one will be very, very hard to beat at 18 Tauranga Street. It is a freehold estate, the best class of ownership you can buy. 620 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. All described in record of title, SA 44B, folio 32. Of course, that record of title housed in the South Auckland Registry Office. 22nd of December, Owen, is our settlement date, obviously 2021, but flexibility around that. And then an alternative date, just talk to Owen, you'll see if you can accommodate that for you. Any changes to the channels list that's been circulated? No additions, deletions there. Certainly a lovely property with the potential to add your wine of personal touches and just enhance the property to your liking as well along the way. So I think one of the biggest advantages of the property is the family size section, great for kids, pets, and those family fun times. Bit of backyard sport with the family is absolutely outstanding at 18 Tauranga Street. Plenty of off-street parking, while certainly that's a facility that really does cap off a great property here in a very popular location here. Probably one of the reasons why the auction has been brought forward to today. So without further ado, the owners are in contract. That contract signed at $785,000, and I'm happy to take a $5,000 rise on top. Got your bid there, thank you ma'am, at $790,000 and welcome aboard now at $790.95 on the back wall now, $795 rounding into an even $800. She says yes on the way. Do we say $805, sir? At $800,000, seated fairly in the centre of the auction room here at $800,000. What about a 2.5? Will that help you at all there, sir? 2.5, he says yes. Trench the same here. Should we go $805? 805 it is, 7.5 do we say for you, sir? At $805,000. Has it done its time? The hammer's up. Here to sell to the highest bidder here today. At 807.5, he's back again. 810 do we say? At 810 it is on the way now. At 810 000, selling away now. And we're out now at $810,000. Perhaps another 2.5 there, sir. 2.5 he says yes at 812.5 it is and 815. 815 it is. Another 2.5. I thought you were going to say something then, sir. $815,000. Do we say 17.5 for you on the way? First call now at 815.
500 more?
500,000.
500 more, sorry.
Okay. So I just thought I'd change it. Yeah. At 815.5. Do we go straight to 817.5? 817.5 on the nod there. Your 500 didn't work there, sir. You're going to try it again. 818 it is. Do we go straight to 820, man? At 820 she says yes. At 820, don't let me forget about you up the back there, sir, at $820,000. Another lazy 500 is it, sir? Just making it hard for yourself, slowing it down like that. At 820, 500, a good strategic move would be go straight to 825. No? Just a suggestion.
822.
822, welcome back, sir. At $822,000, we go 824, 824. At 824, soon to work with the twos up the back there. We say 826 for you there, sir, but don't let me leave you out. Still happy to take that half if you've got it folded away there. 824.5. 826. 826. 28, what do we say? 28. 828. 830. $828,000, perhaps another half, is it there, sir? Another half there at 828.5, 830, 830, she says yes. At 830, that's it, and a half, is it there, sir? And a half. 35? Don't let it go for $500, man, you've been doing so well so far. 500, 831, and a half. 831.5, 32? 32. 32.5. 33? It's the second time you've done that again, so I'm not quite sure what to believe now. At $832,500, has it done its time? I'll sell away now at
834.
834, good move, sir. Get ready to go again, and the half. 834.5. 35.5. 835.5. 36? Or the half?
836,500.
36,500 and a half. 837. Another half, is it, sir? Another single? Or can we back in at any stage there, man? At $837,000, it sells over on the left-hand side. Quickly now. Best move I could advise you, sir, would be go straight to 840. If he goes again, you haven't spent anything, but it just might seal the deal. You're the only contestant, otherwise I sell down here at $837,000.
839.
39. Opens the door for 840. 840.
8.5.
And a half. Opens the door for 840 for you, sir. Or you could round it and put the 1,000 on top. At 839.5 it is down here. Need a decision, sir. The hammer's up. First go round at $839,500 quickly before it goes. Second time now. Have I got you absolute 100%, sir? I'm going to sell it. What about you, man? At $839,500, it sells away. Third, final call quickly. It goes. Sold you, sir. Straight on, for those of you that are just coming into the auction room, we would very much appreciate you just staying in your bubble, please. That's excellent. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Appreciate you working with us. 64 Blake Boulevard. The next one, Derek Rose is standing up here in this fine blue suit, looking at Rose as sharp as you always do there, Derek. And this property here, 64 Blake Boulevard, certainly excellent conditions throughout, and it really does camouflage the 1997 origins of the home very nicely indeed, doesn't it? It is a freehold estate, folks, 386 square metres of land, more or less, all as described in record of title SA 59C folio 331. 20 working days, Derek, is our settlement dates. Any flexibility around that?
Not really.
Not really? Okay, so 20 working days, that's it, folks. That's what you're stuck with. And of course, the channels list there, Derek, any additions, deletions? No changes there. So you really have got Privacy Plus in the fully fenced north-facing garden of this property here, folks. As you see there on the left-hand side of the screen there, you've got the box gardens for flowers, or your veggie garden as well. The kitchen, it certainly forms the hub of the home with that open plan dining and extends out nicely to the lounge. You've got access to the barbecue area and the garden via the ranch slider for outdoor entertaining as well, and you're certainly going to enjoy what this place has to offer. Certainly in a very popular area of Papamoa Beach, being situated in a nice quiet cul-de-sac. Your retail needs all catered for from the Papamoa Plaza, and of course being Blake Boulevard, you haven't got too far to go, and you've got the golden sands of Papamoa Beach swishing between your toes. So who's it going to be that's going to get to enjoy that through the summer? Well, that's entirely up to you, folks. Like I said, the auction has been brought forward. The owner is in contract at $900,000 even, so I'm happy to take any advance over the top of 900,000. That's a $10,000 rise for a property of this calibre in this location. Got your thank you, ma'am. $910,000. We're underway now at 910. Do we fight fire with wire and go 920? At the moment, it's up for sale here. Lady Senator in the back there at $910,000 buys the property. Take a 5 if it'll help you then. Are we going to start going to 915? At 910, 915 it is on the right hand side now against you, ma'am. Do we go to 925? 925 staying in the 10s, a good strategic move indeed. At $925,000 selling away there. Another 5 isn't for you there, sir. Making it 930, shall we? On the night he says at 930, do we go straight to 940? 940, good strategic move there, man. At $940,000, don't be deterred by that, sir. Be encouraged by it. You're welcome to fight fire with fire with another 10, but I'm happy to take your 5 as well. At $940,000 and 5 you go. 945, do we go stay in the 10s there, man? We go 55, 955 on the nod, she says yes. At $955,000, I'm selling away here, shaking your head the wrong way. What about you folks over here on the left-hand side? At 955,000, selling away in the centre here at 955. Take a 5 if it'll help you. I'll take 2.5. I'll take a single if you wish. Here's your opportunity to buy, otherwise it's gone. At $955,000 it goes.
956.
956. 960?
Yeah.
960. 960 it is. Quickly now, need a decision, need to be fair to our buyer that's been robust in their bidding. At $960,000 it goes. 5,000?
5,000, yes.
965. 970?
Yeah.
970. 9 3/4? 71.
975.
Bid there at 71, 75?
Yeah.
75. 975 it is. $975,000 here in the centre. Another single, is it? $975,000 I sell in the centre here.
76.
76. 980?
Yeah.
980. Singles aren't quite working. You might want to change it up. $980,000 it's gone. First call now at $980,000 even, and I'm selling it now. Need a decision, David. Second call now at $980,000.
982,500.
982 and a half.
985.
985. 985 it is in the centre. Happy to take another single. Shaking your head the wrong way. I've got your absolute best. First call now at $985,000 it goes. Second call, are we in or out? Absolutely 100% sure. Third and final opportunity. How it goes then quickly now. It is going. It is going. Alright, welcome in for the last one, folks. So if I could just ask for those of you along the back wall, if you just make sure that you just spread it so that you are within your own bubbles. That's very much appreciated. As I know we sound a little bit like the COVID police, but we have had the spotlight on us over the last couple of weeks, and we've had a few complaints. So appreciate working with us. So let's press on to the best part of it, and that's the opportunity to fly 5B Linwood Place. Kelly Exelby from our Cherrywood office has been particularly busy with this property. It's a great opportunity for you folks to secure an original 1960s weatherboard home, and of course it's got that wonderful private right-of-way setting as well. It is a freehold estate, 488 square metres of freehold land is what you buy, the best class of ownership you can buy in New Zealand, and that's all as described in Record with Title SA 57B folio 353 in the South Auckland Registry Office. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this one, folks. The telephone bidders bid on the same cash unconditional basis as you do here in the auction room this afternoon. 19th of November, Kelly is our settlement date. A little bit of flexibility around that if necessary. Just talk to Kelly if you need an alternative date. What about the channels listing, the emissions deletions there? All ticked off there. So you've got the ducted air conditioning system and the heat transfer system that's provided a little bit of modernisation for the property there, but the rest of it is definitely right for the complete renovation project with an absolute avalanche of potential here. So it's time to get your creative juices flowing, folks, and inflict them on this property. There's plenty of evidence around our wonderful city of what can be done with homes of this vintage, and they certainly come up absolutely outstanding indeed, particularly maintaining the character and charm of the property. This particular one, it's got great bones, you've got lots of native timber just waiting to be enhanced in the property as well. Every good artist starts off with a blank canvas, folks, but all the good ones, which is what I see here in the room and of course on the phone here today, you will end up with a classic masterpiece, and this property certainly gives you the bones to be able to do it here with this property at number 5B Linwood Place. Location, well, pretty hard to dispute the location of Linwood Place. You've zoned for all levels of excellent schooling, right from the early childhood education right through to college, not too far away. Of course, a brilliant central Brookfield location. Brookfield Shop's just a short distance away, so if you get caught short, it's just down the road, and all your supplies are pretty much on tap. So the owners are in contract, like all the other three properties here today. Your opportunity is here. The auction has been brought forward. That contract was signed at $735,000. I would suggest a property with this much potential would be worth a $10,000 rise. Got you there, Sandy, sir, at $745,000. We're underway. Sell to the highest bidder at $755, now at $755. 000 $765, do we say for you there, sir? At $755,000 down in front. Take the 5 then. Are you happy to advance your position there? Strengthen with another 10? Okay, 770 it is. At 770, but I will take your 5 there, sir. Make it 7 3/4 if you will. At $770,000 seated in the front row here. At $770,000. Are you in or out now, sir? Happy to take that 5 that you waved at me before. Got you over here first at 775. Do we stay in 10s and make it 785? 780. Happy to take the 5s from you as well. At 780, making it 85. Do we say there, sir? 785 on the way now at 785, 90, do we say at 790? Who's going to round it to 800? Is it going to be here with another 5, sir, or is it going to be you? At $790,000, it's fairly good down here at 790. Do we say 95 for you? First call now at $790,000, otherwise it's gone. What about a 2.5 to help you there, sir? 5, got it at the back there now at 795. It is now. New bidders join us. Do we go 800 there? You've been going particularly well so far at 800, 000, is selling away now. At $800,000, another 5, do we say? 805. At 805, when there's more than one of you in it, it tells you it's a great piece of property now. At $805,000, I sell at 810. 810 it is. At 810, down the front here is 15. At 815 it is. At the back there, 20, your turn. 820, she says yes. At $820,000, another 5, is it there? 5 we go, at 825 and 830, shall we go there? Just go quickly now. Won't hurt anywhere near as much. At 2.5. 827.5. Showing weakness, but that's okay. 830 it is. At 830, another 2.5 there. And 830 shaking your head the wrong way, you don't want to walk away from it now, you've been a great bidder, we're just really starting to get to know each other. At $830,000, I mean, you do look great people, but I don't see you all living there together. At $830,000 on the back wall now, do I have another 2.5? What about to put your hand in the pocket there and see if you can find a lazy single at the bottom? 830 might be his limit. You're the only one who can test it, I can't. If you go another single and he doesn't go again, you bought the property, but if he goes again, you haven't spent a cent. One more final lunge for the keys, here we go. At $830,000, first call now, avoid the disappointment with another bid. Second time now, regrets a terrible pain, there is no cure for it, won't let it go now. Third and final opportunity, at $850,000, it goes! Congratulations to our sellers. Appreciate the spirit of putting that man. Stick with us, we'll find something else somewhere. That concludes our offerings for you today, folks. We'll back with another one tomorrow, but then we've got another 20 properties on Thursday. We'll see if we can accommodate you. Those of you that missed out.